Stretching is so important for total health. Now today we're going to stretch all the muscles from the head to the toe. Now did you just do a walking segment? I hope you did, because the best time to stretch is after the muscles are warm, okay? Stretching on cold muscles is, I don't know, the muscles really don't want to do it. So if you've just had your brisk walk, your muscles are warm, there's fluid in the joint, and you're ready for a great stretch. So let's do it. Okay, it's so easy. Open up those feet just a little wee bit. I want you to stand feeling really grounded and strong and balanced. Bend your knees a little wee bit because that just takes pressure off of the low back, okay? So now we're standing strong, and the first thing we do is take the arms and just bring them up above your head and hold that. Go ahead and bring them right back down. You're just moving through a full range of motion feels so good for upper body. And bring them back down. This time I want you to take a big breath in. Inhale, fill up your lungs. Now exhale. Inhale. Exhale. This time, hands halfway. Stay here. Close. Now you're stretching across your back from shoulder to shoulder. That's a nice stretch for the back muscles. And hold. When I open my arms, I'm stretching all of the front, so all the way, forearm muscles, bicep, that's the front of the arm, shoulder muscles, chest muscles, pectorals, everything stretches in the front of the body. And even take it behind just a bit, not much. Now close up again, there's your back stretch. A little deeper is to cross the arms in front. And I even take my arm across my body because that'll really stretch behind, shoulder, and back muscles. Good. Very nice. Go ahead and lengthen those arms again. Take it to the other side. Just a little gentle pressure gives me a deeper stretch. Hold it just a few seconds. You can feel that maybe the muscle is tight at first, and then in a few seconds, it already feels relaxed and long. Okay, open up arms, close up. You feel fluid. Open up. Let's go above the head, really long. Okay, from this point now, I want you to simply go to one side. Bring one arm down. You can have a little support on your leg. And go high and tip just a bit, not much. You don't need a big arc to stretch into your waistline, down into your hip, and hold. Very nice. And the other side, same thing. You just bring it up, bring it straight up and strong, and now tip it to the side. Not much. And hold. Good stretching, even through the arms, all the way down the trunk and into the hip. Feels really good. Releases stress. The muscles just tighten up during the exercise. So this is how to bring them back to that long, flexible state. Okay, open up these arms halfway, and this is just a bit of rotation for the trunk. Just turn to one side. You know, as we age, we lose the mobility at the trunk. So this is a great way to keep that rotation. Simple moves, fluid and simple. Okay, let's go ahead down to the legs. Now what we want to do first, as always, think about planting your heel into the floor. That's the first part of stabilizing for the stretch, okay? And then I simply think about where my body weight is going to go. It's going forward without my knee going way beyond my toe. That's the wrong thing. That puts too much pressure on my knee. So I have to stay back. I'll scoot my foot back. That'll give me a better position to lengthen the muscles in the low part of the leg. That's my calf. And then simply to stay safe here. My knee is right above my heel. And I can see my toes. That tells me I'm in a good position. And I feel the good stretch in the low part of my leg where that stress would build up during walking. Okay, and I stand tall and long trunk, and my head is in line with my spine. Think about that good core stability. That's simply take your belly button, pull it back toward your spine. That flattens up your belly, and it stabilizes your core. Now, from my hip flexor muscles, those are at the base of my trunk. They're right here at the bottom of my trunk. I'm going to bend forward, and I'm going to keep my back long and straight. Your hand on your thigh will give you support for your low back as you bend forward. So the first phase of the stretching is simply get into the stretch. And you can feel the calf stretching, the hamstrings or the back of the thigh. Even your back end muscles, the gluteal muscles, the low back muscles. And if I go deeper, I really get into those muscles. And hold. Another good stretch for your trunk and for the mobility. Drop your hand. Now follow it up. Slowly follow it up. And there is a wonderful stretch for the trunk. And your rotators, and bring it right back down. We're going up one more time. Just slowly follow your hand up and hold. That's a great one for your balance as well. It challenges your balance. Slowly bring it back down. Good for you. One more deep stretch. Bring your trunk back. This time I'm going to come in a little closer, and I want to just simply drop the knee on this leg, because what I'm going to do now is just stretch the front of the thigh, so my quadricep muscles stretch, also up into my hip. So hip flexor muscles stretch, and I stay long with my trunk, my head in line with my spine, and hold. Hold, 2, very good. Okay, come on back out of that. Turn to the other side. It's the same thing now. Plant the heel into the floor. Bring your body weight forward. My knee is right above my heel. I'm not tracking too far over my toe. I'm staying back. And I will scoot my foot back and plant my heel so I can feel a good calf stretch. And now, body weight forward and hold. Feels so good to relax and calm down. After brisk exercise, the muscles are so warm and ready for the stretch. Okay, now from hip flexors, I simply bend. Hand on my thigh gives me support for my back. And right away, even after a few seconds, my calf already feels long and flexible. That tightness goes away, the stiffness goes away. Let's go deeper. There you go, you're gonna feel hamstring stretching. That's the back of the thighs will stretch. Your back end muscles stretch, the gluteals and the low back. Drop your hand. Here comes rotation and length and wonderful mobility at the trunk. That really feels good. And hold. Slowly bring it back down. And we're going up one more time. And simply bring it right back up. Very good, and hold. Already you feel more fluid, more flexible. Let's go deep. One more for those legs, good for you. Hold it. Bring the trunk back. And again, we drop this knee. And we stay long. Tight tummy, core is strong and stable. Quadricep stretch. Front of the hip. And hold. I'll show you another one for quadricep. It's so good. If you'd like a chair for this one, a little balance is fine. Now listen, even a friend. Hold on to a friend. Hold on to the wall. If you don't need anything for your balance, that's great, because anytime you can challenge your balance, that also gives our muscle fitness. While you're balancing, very good. But at first, if you need a little support, you do it. Very good. And you don't have to go all the way to the foot. You can just simply raise the leg and you're stretching the quadricep. As you become more flexible, go for the big stretch. Good. Okay, let's take a second to the other side. Same thing, raise it up first, get your leg into the stretch, and then hold on. If you can without the chair, great. And hold. That's a deep stretch for the front of your leg, the muscles that run from the hip all the way down to the knee. It's a long muscle group, and this is a great stretch for it. 4, 3, 2. Good hold. Okay, and again, come back to center. Open up feet again. Bend those knees just a bit. I want you to bring the arms all the way up, really feeling long and fluid now. Now simply drop one arm and just a little wee bit of pressure I want you to push the elbow back. That's a great stretch for the back of the arm. You were working those muscles earlier with the weights, right? Your tricep muscles behind the arm. And hold. Extend it up. Another stretch. And push. Great. Okay, and now other arm. Both arms up. Go ahead and drop. I'm pushing just a bit. I want to really feel a good lengthening, so I'm giving my arm a little assistance by pushing against my elbow just a bit. Not for pain, just for the stretch. Extend the arm now. Stretch again. This is a tricep stretch. Behind the arm and hold. Great. 4, 3, 2, and relax. Very nice. Bring it down. Inhale up. Big inhale. Exhale down. Now, next, all I want you to do is step forward again. We're simply going back into leg stretches. This time, I want you to keep the hip flexors strong and ready to go. Keep a straight leg in the back and go right out to a flat back. Hold your flat back. And so your second phase of stretching is even easier because the muscles went through one round. Knees right above the heel. You're in a good position and hold it. Tuck your tummy back. Very nice, and bring it back. Same thing, we're going to the other side. Feel the difference in the second phase? Your muscles are much more loose, much more flexible because you went through a round already. So easy to get into position. You simply get that heel into the floor, bring your body weight forward. My knee is right above my heel. It's not tracking too far over my toe, and I bend at the hip flexors. Hold a flat back. Belly button, draw it way back, deep into the body. So flatten up your tummy, and that's great support for the back. Wow, a little deeper. This is the way to feel flexible and fluid, not stiff and achy. You know how the muscles tighten up and you just feel so stiff, especially after your exercise programs. You need these good stretches. Okay, and again, we inhale up and we hold with a long reach. One arm down, tip to the side. Stretching from the hips all the way up through the arms in the trunk. Very nice. And hold. Bring that down. Let's go to the other side. Same thing. You go first straight up and long, and then tip in just a bit. Don't go too far over. You only need a gentle movement to get the stretch from the hip all the way through the body. Sides of the body, the arms. Everything stretches, everything's long. And always allowing the body to move in full ranges of motion. That's when we can get great fitness for our body. Close it up. Open it up. Close it up. Open up. We're going one more time over the head, really big. And down. Very good. Don't forget, stretching, you can do it anytime, and it only takes minutes to have a long, fluid body. We'll see you next time.